Right, the other side of this very rare record, which I've given you before, I know, but this is one I bought during the coronavirus in the early stages back in about March, and it got stuck at when India reached. It came all the way from Rajasthan, probably came from a school or somewhere, or college or somewhere there, been preserved all these years. Uh, was packed in fairly sort of minimal packing for two 12-inch records, which really do need some serious packing, but. It got as far as Delhi airport, and I think it kind of reached the day that India decided to lock down for about 6 weeks. And I thought, oh my God, I'm never going to find this record. It's going to be smashed to pieces. It was nice having it while I had it. I never actually had it in my hand. But anyway, about 6 weeks later after that, having given up all hope, the tracking had just stopped. Suddenly, about 8 o'clock in the evening, knock on the door, it was Royal Mail, and it had finally arrived. So that was a pleasant surprise. Uh, both the records in this series, there's two of them came, two big 12-inch shellac records, and one of them's got a big sort of crack in it, just about holding together. I've got to try and glue it, but thankfully this one, the most important of the two, has got the most important Vitae Lampada poem on the other side. It has remained intact. It's quite worn, but it plays quite well. So here we are, the other side, or part one actually, as it should be played. He Fell Among Thieves and Drake's Drum, read by the author Sir Henry Newbolt, reading his own poems. Let's have another listen. You can't listen to this wonderful record too many times, and we've such an exotic journey here. I think it deserves another play, and a record on this Samsung Galaxy tablet, which I didn't have when I made the earlier recordings.
He fell among thieves. "Ye have robbed," said he, "ye have slaughtered and made an end. Take your ill-got plunder and bury the dead. What will ye more of your guest and sometime friend? Blood for our blood," they said. He laughed. "If one may settle the score for 5, I'm ready, but let the reckoning stand till day. I have loved the sunlight as dearly as any alive. You will die at dawn," said they. He flung his empty revolver down the slope. He climbed alone to the eastward edge of the trees. All night long in a dream untroubled of hope, he brooded, clasping his knees. He did not hear the monotonous roar that fills the ravine where the Yassine River sullenly flows. He did not see the starlight on the Lasper hills or the far Afghan snows. He saw the April noon on his books aglow, the wisteria trailing in at the window wide. He heard his father's voice from the terrace below, calling him down to ride. He saw the grey little church across the park, the mounds that hide the loved and honoured dead, the Norman arch, the chancel softly dark, the grasses black and red. He saw the school close, sunny and green, the runner beside him, the stand by the parapet wall, the distant tape and the crowd roaring between, his own name over all. He saw the dark wainscot and timbered roof, the long tables and the faces merry and keen, the collegiate and their trainer dining aloof, the dons on the dais serene. He watched the liner's stem ploughing the foam. He felt her trembling speed and the thrash of her screw. He heard her passengers' voices talking of home. He saw the flag she flew. And now it was dawn. He rose strong on his feet and strode to his ruined camp below the wood. He drank the breath of the morning, cool and sweet. His murderers round him stood. Light on the Lasper hills was broadening fast. The blood-red snow peaks chilled to a dazzling white. He turned and saw the golden circle at last, cut by the eastern height. O glorious life, who dwellest in earth and sun, I have lived, I praise and adore thee. A sword swept. Over the past the voices, one by one, faded and the hills slept. Drake's Drum. Drake, he's in his hammock and 1,000 miles away. Captain not asleeping there below, slung between the round shots in Nombre Dios Bay, and dreaming all the time of Plymouth Hoe. Yonder looms the island, yonder lie the ships, the sailor lads a dancing heel and toe. and the shore lights flashing, and the night tide dashing. He sees it all so plainly as he saw it long ago. Great, he was a Devon man, and ruled the Devon seas. Captain Arthur sleeping there below. Roving though his death fell, he went to heart at ease, and dreaming all the time of Plymouth Hoe. Take the drum to England, hang it by the shore, strike it when your powder's running low. If the guns strike Devon, I'll quit the port of heaven, and drum them up the channel as we drummed them long ago. Great, he's in his hammock, till the great armadas come, Captain Arthur sleeping there below. Slung between the round shots, listening to the drum, and dreaming all the time of Plymouth Hoe. Call him on the deep sea, call him up the sound, call him when you sail to meet the foe. Where the old paid's flying and the old flag's flying, they shall find him there and waiting as they found him long ago.